Hello everyone, welcome back to the another session on principles of programming languages. Now we'll continue the next part of third unit. So today we'll be going to talk about parameter passing methods. This topic you'll find in third unit as topic number 4. Now, so basically we were talking about the design issues of subprograms and we come across with first two design issues in the last video. In this video we'll be going to cover about the next two design issues. The next two design issues are what? The next two design issues are what parameter passing method or methods are used and are the types of the actual parameters checked against the types of the formal parameters. So we'll cover these two things in this video. Now let's see about what kind of parameter passing methods do existed and how that will get support and how the implementation of parameter passing methods will take in place. Now let's see, so basically we were come across with the called function and callee function, right? So let's see, if I write sub a, b and sub int a comma int b. What was the difference in between these two? This is what calling function. I am calling this block of code through this statement. Fine. So I can call this as calling. I am calling this function. I am calling this function through this. So it is what calling statement. It is what callee statement. Now the point is how the values of these two will get supplied. We were discussed in the last video that these are what your actual parameters. The parameters what you are assigning in calling function are actual parameters. Called function where we define the process of function is called as formal parameters. So you have to keep these two things in the mind to understand this video. Now let's see, subprograms typically describe computations. There are two ways that a non-method subprogram can gain access to the data, that is to process through direct access to non-local variables through parameter passing. So here we will be going to access these values, whatsoever values I am giving over here. So I can give scanf statement to read those values. So I can read these values, correct? And after I read these values, I can write sub a comma b. If you don't want to take these two statements, you can also directly call the function by passing the 5 comma 6 values. Now, how 5 will get assigned into this and 6 will get assigned into this? Is there only this way that we can pass, or else do we have any other ways to get the values of formal parameters? Now, parameter passing methods are the ways in which parameters are transmitted to and from called subprograms. Now let's see about the different kind of models related to formal parameters, because our study is what formal parameters, how the values will get copied. Formal parameters are characterized by three different semantic models, which are in mode, out mode, in out mode. One more expected long question from this unit. Third unit, the last video is one expected question and this is also one expected long question. There are three parameter passing methods: in mode, out mode, in out mode. We say these are what semantic models. So basically parameter passing methods are 5. Parameter passing methods are 5. If you wanted to categorize these methods respective to semantic, the way how values will get copied into formal parameters, we say that is of semantic model. So in that way, these are what 3 modes. Semantic modes are 3, parameter passing methods or parameter passing categories are 5. Now, so before we see about those 5 categories, let's understand the way how these 3 are defined. What do you mean by in mode, out mode, in out mode? Let's see. They can receive data from the corresponding actual parameter. They is what? Formal parameter. Where formal parameter basically available in called function. So I wrote two functions right just before. Sub is some 5 comma 6 and sub having the definition part int a comma int b something if I write int a comma int b. So this is what the function definition and this is what function calling. Now these parameters these parameters can receive data from the corresponding actual parameters. When these parameters receive the value from this is called as in mode. Let's see what is out mode. They can transmit data to the actual parameter. If after you run this function or else while you are executing the subprogram, if you pass the values from this to this, then it is out mode, because you are giving the output of this subprogram to actual parameter. It's called as out mode. In out mode is what? We can do the both. We'll take an example and we'll show how these will work. Now let's see. We'll be going to see about the implementation, how these three semantic model will get placed. A variety of models have been developed by the language designers to guide the implementation of three basic parameter transmission modes. What are three parameter transmission modes? As we were discussed, in mode, out mode, in out mode. Now, we'll be going to see these three respective to this example, caller and callee. Caller is a subprogram where it contains actual parameter. Callee is a subprogram where it contains formal parameters. Let's write here, it is what? Actual and it is what? Formal. Now, how the transmission will get placed here, that we'll see. Now, it is what? In mode. What I said in mode? In mode is the values of caller will get placed into callee. So this shows that we are passing the values of A, B, C to int x comma y comma z. So this is called as in mode. Now you probably guess what is out mode flow. Out mode is what? After you run this subprogram, whatsoever values you got, that you can supply to actual parameter. So now look at the flow line, how we are moving. So now this can be passed the values. That's what we say it is return, and that's what we say it is call. Now let's see the last mode, semantic mode. It is what? In out mode. What do you mean by in out mode? It does the both. That is, values can be transmitted from caller to callee and from callee to caller. So put the arrow line. This diagram also you have to draw, and this thing you can find in the document to draw neatly. Right, this is about implementation models of parameter passing, how those three will be done. Now let's see individually how these parameter passing methods and what are those parameter passing methods. I said those are three parameter passing categories. Those are what? Pass by name. The first is what? Pass by name, pass by value and pass by result, pass by value result, pass by reference, pass by name. These are what 5 categories basically, and pass by value is symbolical represent. It is a in mode transmission. In mode in the sense actual parameter values will get copied into formal parameters. It is what? In mode. And pass by result is what? Out mode. Transmission of callee function to caller function. Pass by value result, pass by reference, pass by name are 3 of in out mode. Fine. Now let's see each one. Pass by value. When a parameter is passed by value, the value of the actual parameter is used to initialize the corresponding formal parameter. And this pass by value is normally implemented by copy. The same is called as copy by value, or else you can also say pass by value or call by value, which is supported in C based languages. And now let's see how pass by reference, pass by result. Pass by result is what? We'll run one subprogram, and this subprogram will be, after it runs, will be giving some return value, right? After you run this, we'll be having some return value. Based upon the return value, we'll pass the formal parameter value to the actual parameter. So that is what your pass by result. So pass by result is what? Out mode. Pass by value is what? In mode. So after you run some subprogram, whatsoever value you have here, that value will be given to actual parameter. So this is what? Pass by result. And we also have some pass by value result. So which is pass by value result. So pass by value result is what? Here look at the code. Index is equal to 42. So that means we were given some value to index, right? And after you done this one, we were coming out sub is equal to 21. F dot do it list of sub. Now look at this. Sub is what? 21. Now with this value we'll again repeat the program whenever it has been called by the caller function. So here you are taking value and you are running the subprogram through the result. So this kind of parameter passing method is pass by value result. And we do have the other one, which is pass by reference. Pass by reference is what? We'll call the subprogram through the reference, through the address. That is what call by reference. And we also have pass by name. Pass by name is also in-out mode transmission, where the value of actual will get copied into formal and formal will get copied into actual. So here we'll not take argument, something like a variable. We'll take the name of it. Fine. So that's what, and this is the base parameter passing method to call subprogram as the parameter to call the other subprogram. That's what subprogram name is a parameter to call the other subprogram. So this is what the origin in pass by name. So these are what 5 different parameter passing methods. Thank you all.